The Zags are back in town. We thank you so much for joining us from SWX here to KHQ. We brought it to you live on SWX as the Bulldogs pulled up.
The Gonzaga motorcade returned to the McCarthey Athletic Center, and a huge crowd was there to meet them after a historic season on the hardwood. This team has won our hearts.
So happy to have them back. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Claire Graham, and here with Femi Abebefe.
Yes.
Yeah, Dan and Stephanie are on their way back from Phoenix right now, and in the next 6 minutes for you, we are wrapping up a season of true success.
Yeah, we have team coverage at McCarthey right now. Let's start with SWX's Mike Stephenson. Mike, it's just been a phenomenal and a historic evening for Spokane.
Yeah, it was really cool to be down here for this, guys. When the Zags showed up, as you saw live on SWX, it was just pandemonium, and you could feel the anticipation as they were rolling in because folks saw the escort on the overpass driving over the highway, and then people started freaking out as you see Jonathan Williams taking pictures. You see Tori Vale there in the orange hat. We've been lucky to use his amazing photos throughout this entire run. I'm sure you got some great snaps at this event. The Zags were signing for a while, and they're still signing. We've got Rem Backamus to the left here. Figured we'd just continue to give you kind of a scene setter, but it has certainly calmed down. But Nigel Williams-Goss, all the guys spent a ton of time out here, actually. I can see Nigel and Jordan Matthews. They're still walking around signing for folks that maybe didn't get here early enough to get a front row spot. So this is what it's all about. Guys thanking their faithful fans for sticking with them throughout this run, and what a run it was. 37 victories. A lot to celebrate, and this is a year that these fans, these players, nobody will ever forget. And I tell you what, while we're live, we've got Mike Roth here. Should we stay with him?
Yeah.
All right, Mike, we're live.
Excellent.
Appreciate you being with us. This is the athletic director, of course, here at GU. Mike, I guess we've talked enough about this run and how fun it was. What was that like when you guys just showed up, though?
I think it was, again, it's a culmination of the year for the fellas and for all of our staff and everyone to get back here on campus after, again, we just played 2 games in front of 77,000 screaming people, but to come back here to home to Spokane and have Spokane turn out like this, the whole drive in, and then coming here to McCarthey Athletics out of all these people waiting for us, cheering like this, it's an uplifting feeling for sure, and it's great. The fellas really deserve it.
Have you had some time maybe on the flight back to kind of just reflect on what you guys just did in this run from Salt Lake to San Jose to Phoenix? What a month it's been.
Yeah, it's been a crazy month of March, and no, in some ways we really I don't think it's really set in yet. It's been so busy, so much work going into everything that went into, getting everybody down to Phoenix and to get through the games and all those things. I think it might take a couple weeks to set in, really, of what this team accomplished. We're in the national championship game. We're in the game, 30 seconds to play with a chance to win in front, like I said, in front of, now I just heard on the way back, it was one of the 30% increase in viewership from last year's championship game. Crazy amount of coverage for Gonzaga University and for Spokane. So we're really proud to be able to do that and put not just this university on a national or international map, but this city.
Yeah, and you were around when this thing started back in '99. And what was it like just to see how all the former players gathered and how well that these Bulldog faithful fans traveled?
Oh, it was great. We had a tremendous amount of fans down there, but it was really fun to have so many former players and all of our former coaches from '99 on, and so many former players. Axel Dench flew in from Australia. We had players last night. We had Kelly Olynyk came in. Domantas Sabonis was there, and then all the guys that are now living here in this beautiful city of Spokane, and having them there be a part of this, because one thing we were able to tell them all is that they helped build this. This wasn't just about this year's team. This was about all those teams that came before them that helped build this program to where we are today, being, again, in the national championship game, and again, bringing, that notoriety not only to this institution, but to this beautiful city of Spokane.
We're so amazing to cover, and we always appreciate you guys taking time for us.
Well, thanks,
Mr. Mike Roth, congratulations.
Yeah,
it's always fun.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, let's go over to Joe McHale.
Appreciate
it. Well, right now I'm in the middle of just a large crowd, and here's why. You can see Nigel Williams-Goss here taking pictures with some of the fans, signing autographs on some jerseys, some basketballs, all smiles out here. And I'm joined now by a Gonzaga student, Harley. Harley, what's it like to be standing this close to Nigel?
It's pretty ridiculous coming from where they've been for the past couple of days, but just like us, they're students. they've accomplished something that's amazing, and we're just happy that they're back.
Looking back on the season, what's been the best part of all of it?
I think just coming along on their journey with them and having the ability to just be here with them as they go through this major landmark in their careers.
Yeah, thanks, Harley. Appreciate it. Again, let's take a look here at Nigel signing basketball right here. These fans have been out here for 2 hours gathering, waiting for this team to arrive, and it's been well worth it. It's been all smiles, all celebrations, and just a bunch of cheers. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Joe. It's quite a sight to see out there. But some fans couldn't make it to the rally today because they were still arriving home. The first flights back from Phoenix arrived today, and a lot of fans were still proudly wearing their Gonzaga gear. And unfortunately, last night's loss took the title shirts right off our backs. Zome Design had to scrap their championship design last night and quickly got to work on alternative designs. They considered a couple choices and worked with Gonzaga on the message the team wanted to send. They never did print the championship shirts, though, and won't even share the design out of respect for the team. And respect is what this team has earned. You drive around Spokane and you can see their impact on this community. Signs everywhere you look thanking the Zags for the season, letting them know how much it means for the city and the Inland Northwest at large. As we go back out to the McCarthey Athletic Center with Mike Stephenson. Hey, Mike, I mean, I'm sure you caught up with Athletic Director Mike Roth. What else you got for us down there?
I'll tell you what, that might have been the last hurrah. At this point, I can see a lot of folks heading back to their vehicles. But in the distance, I know we have a camera down there. Jonathan Williams still signing. I believe Nigel is still around. This is kind of that last moment of this run. Again, we have been told, though, later today there will be an announcement about a possible, maybe more formal kind of sending off in celebration, so to speak. But we'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we find out those details. But at this point, things have quieted down. It's sort of the calm after the storm, so to speak. But what a triumphant return it was. And for all these kiddos that were here, parents who brought them, that's a memory that they'll have forever. What a fun season it was to cover these guys and to watch these guys. And Gonzaga, if they weren't already on the map, it's definitely on the map now. You can't really knock the Zags now that they've made it to the national championship, and I think that's the biggest, one of the biggest victories out of this whole run is simply respect. I'll be honest though, guys, our battery's running low. I would hate to lose you, so I'm going to toss it back to you in the studio. We'll get a fresh one up.
All right, thank you, Mike. And as we see, I mean, a ton of the fans out here in Gonzaga, a historic season, and they wanted to just thank this team for quite a ride. 37-2, it swept the WC championship game and ultimately made it all the way to the national title.
Thank you, Zags, for inspiring our community and bringing us closer and making everyone great.
Thanks for a great season. It's been a blast.
Yeah, thanks for a great season. Awesome season. Best ever.
Yeah. We just want to say that we're so proud of you and you've done so well, and we're so happy that you're back and on to the next year. Go Zags!
Thanks so much for a great season.
It was a great ride. Congratulations.
Go Zags!
Thank you so much for such a great year. And I know we lost last night, but historic season, just awesome. Enjoyed every minute of it.
Way to make Spokane proud, and we know that you'll be back there next year, and no losers here.